girlies. Hey guys, so today in this video we're going to be learning all about me. So I have a couple of questions, well more than a couple, I have like 25 questions here all about me, asking questions, and I'm going to answer them for you guys. This is my second solo video, so still might be a little patchy, but we're going to get through it. Okay, so first question, what are my favorite colors? Some of my favorite colors are blue, black, and pink. What are some of my favorite animals? So some of my favorite animals are, hang on, sloths. I love sloths. They are my all-time favorite animal because of the fact that my fiance gave me Larry on my 21st birthday. So I kind of already like them, but him giving me Larry here, his name's Larry, is what made me love them. And I have like a whole collection of them back at my mother's house, but since I moved out of there I decided to leave some there because we just didn't have room for all the little sloths that I have. So, sloths. What are some of my hobbies or favorite things to do? I really enjoy painting and photography. I sometimes take up like sewing, but not that much. I love painting and photography especially. I don't really get to do them that often, but I really enjoy doing them. I don't have that much of a creative muse a lot, but here, I'll show you some of my paintings. Like this one I painted for my fiance, I think just because I felt like painting. I hope you can see that. It's basically just like a dark, spooky forest kind of thing, and yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. It looks better from far away, believe me. And this one I also painted for my fiance, which is supposed to be like two little aliens. The tall one is him, short one's me, and I don't know if you can really see that, but yeah. We're supposed to be like, it's like a spotlight, but we're like getting abducted like back into the spaceship, I think. I think it's cute. This one I kind of like, not only because like I painted the background blue, but this is the Leo, like the astrology sign, because I'm a Leo. And sunflowers, I used to like sunflowers a lot more. I still like them, but yeah, it's like a sunflower where like the little circle is supposed to be. And this is a rocket ship that I actually painted for my youngest stepson's first birthday. He's about to be 3. But yeah, I painted this 2 years ago for a little stepson. I think it's cute. I think I actually did like a fairly decent job on it. Not to toot my own horn. And this last one I want to show you is just kind of basic. It's a cactus. Thought it was really cute. What is my favorite kind of music? So I don't really have like a favorite, like one specific favorite kind of music. I like it all. I'm particularly into metal and rock. Like I would say I'm a metalhead because that's mainly what I listen to. And I really like Slayer, Pantera, Cannibal Corpse, stuff like that. Thrash metal specifically. Yeah, I like to listen to a lot of different music. In a day, I could go from listening to NSYNC to Kevin Gates to Slayer. And I have a Slayer tattoo, but I don't know if you can see. Is my favorite school subject. So when I was in school, I was never really into math or science. Sometimes science is cool, but I'm mostly like an English, literature, kind of sort of history, but mostly like an English and literature person. I could write you like an A++ English paper, but when it comes to like math, I don't know more than like very basic algebra. What is my favorite place to shop? So when I go shopping, I prefer to go to places like Walmart. Like Walmart's probably my favorite place to shop because you can get literally anything there. Food, clothing, like decorations for your room, just anything. I also like to go to like the mall in town. I like to go to Hot Topic, Spencer's, Bath and Body Works. I like to go to like Hot Topic for band t-shirts, and when I'm wearing my nose ring I typically get them from there. And I just like to get like my jewelry, band t-shirts from Hot Topic. Bath and Body Works I typically get like all my lotions and potions, like, you know, lotion, body wash, candles, all that junk. What did I have a dream about last night? So this is a very like weird question, I guess, but I didn't want to just make all of the questions like my favorite this, favorite that. I wanted to put like a little bit of like my actual personality and like stuff that goes through my head in there. So recently my fiance and I have finished watching Ash vs. the Evil Dead. We watched all 3 seasons, and he's seen and he really likes like the Evil Dead movies, like from the 80s, I think. And I've never seen them, but I really do like the TV series that we watched. But it kind of got in my head a little bit, and this wasn't last night's dream, but a dream that stuck out to me from like a couple of nights ago was that like I was in it, I guess, and or like, you know, the evil had come out like in real life, like the evil was actually happening, and like that's what they call it in the shows, like all the demons come out, and like Ash calls it the evil, and like they possess everybody and they start like killing people, stuff like that. And like I'm here at my house and I'm on the phone with my mom who lives an hour away, and she's like, hey, like, and also like I'm dealing with this like thing, and it's in like this, I think it's a person chopped up in like a bear, like it's a mascot suit, but it's a bear, and it's missing like its left leg, its right arm, and it's having to like hobble everywhere. It's trying to like attack me, and like the demon who's possessing it, or the person inside of it, is also like trying to be my dad, like trying to pretend to be my dad. So like, and like they're trying to pretend to be my dad, and I'm on the phone with my mom. She's like, yeah, bring it over here, bring it over here. I'm like, I don't have a car. And she's like, well, just walk it over here. And like, it's like a walk, like an hour by car, a walk that's gonna take like all night. I'm like, yeah, okay, totally, sure. And it's like nighttime, and I'm like walking down the road, and I'm going fairly slow because this thing only has one leg, so it's like hobbling after me. And I walked the entire way to my mom's house, which is like an hour away by car, and it was like, I think I remember mentioning it was like a 17-hour walk or something, and or I don't know. But so I get to her house and she like gets rid of it. But yeah, like I just have really like strange nightmares sometimes. What are some of my favorite scents? So really a lot of my favorite scents, I would say, are like pretty much like men's cologne. Like my boyfriend's cologne, I think he wears like Nautica Blue, I think it's called. And then also Mahogany Teakwood from Bath and Body Works is my favorite. I always have like a candle or something from there that's that scent, and I just really, really love it. I also really love like spearmint, like anything minty. What are some of my favorite restaurants? I don't think I have like a one set restaurant that's my favorite, but if someone asks me like, hey, what do you want for lunch or dinner, or if I'm gonna go order on DoorDash or something, my first two places are typically either Zaxby's or Chick-fil-A. I look like a person that likes fried chicken, so yeah. My favorite like sit down restaurant would probably be like Longhorn or maybe Olive Garden. What are some of my favorite drinks? So I typically drink water most of the time. Okay, Xbox. I typically drink water most of the time. Like that's what I typically drink here at home. If I go out to like a restaurant, I'll order like an unsweet tea with like a slice of lemon, like fresh lemon, and squeeze it in there. Or if we're talking about soda, I don't really like drinking like full sugar soda, so I'll typically order a diet because full sugar sodas taste like I'm drinking syrup or something. Like it's just not right to me. So I like to drink with the diet ones, like Diet Dr. Pepper or like Coke Zero. I really like those ones. What is my favorite holiday? So my favorite holiday overall is probably Christmas. Not only for like, you know, the superficial reasons of like presents and stuff, but also just kind of like the vibe of Christmas, like, you know, like early December before Christmas. And, you know, you can like decorate. I love seeing like the lights, how people decorate their houses. I love decorating like my house and stuff. I love going to the store and like the mall and seeing how like they decorate everything and like stuff that they sell, like the cool new like decorations that they sell. Christmas is probably like my overall favorite holiday, but I do really like Halloween as well, because like scary movies and candy and just like baking like all the Halloween themed pastries and stuff. And again, it's sort of like the vibe of stuff. Like I could be in a coma for like 5 years and wake up and not talk to anybody, so like no one tells me what time of year it is, no one tells me what day it is or anything. I just walk outside and I can feel like the weather and just how it feels outside, and I'm like, it's October. Like it's around Halloween, like it's October. Like, I just love, like, I guess just, like, how the weather changes. I don't know. And, like, fall with, like, the leaves. So, pretty much from October to December is just, like, my favorite time of year. But holiday, Christmas. What is my favorite flower? So, I would say my favorite flower overall is, like, a sunflower, because I think they're the prettiest. I love seeing, like, sunflower fields. Also, really like hydrangeas. I think they're really pretty. I really just enjoy seeing, like, I don't really want, like, a bouquet of flowers, like sunflowers. I would rather, like, plant some of my own in my yard or something. And I also really love succulents. Like, I think just the big variety that they come in. I'm actually raising one right now. Who is my favorite YouTuber? Well, besides me and Rainier, I would probably say my favorite YouTuber is PewDiePie, because PewDiePie is probably my favorite because I've been watching him since I was 14. And I used to love watching his gaming videos and stuff, and I still love watching his videos now and the content that he makes now. I think overall, besides like his, controversies and mishaps that he's had over the years, I think he's a genuinely good person. He donates to charity, he just seems very humble, he seems very kind, and I know he doesn't like being approached on the street, but I know that if I did, he would be very nice, so... and I love his videos, so I listen to his videos while I'm trying to sleep, while I'm cleaning, just anytime I'm doing like anything where I'm like by myself, I'm listening to him. Where am I from? So I live in Georgia. I think it's already been established that me and Rainier both live in Georgia, but neither of us really sound like we're from Georgia. I'll say y'all or something occasionally, but obviously, I don't sound like I'm from Georgia. I am from New York. I'm from the Buffalo area in a tiny little town called Middleport. Being from New York might as well legally require me to like the Buffalo Bills. They're like football team from that area. I obviously am not a person who plays or even watches sports at all, like period. I don't know a single thing about football. You could ask me anything and just nothing. I don't know. You could sit me down in front of a football game and I would not be able to follow a single thing that's going on. So, but from New York, gotta love the Bills. Do I want children of my own one day? Short answer, yes I do. Right now I have 2 wonderful stepchildren that my fiance has. We have them for half the week every week, and they are super amazing. I love them both very much. When it comes to having my own child, I think because my fiance's children are so young, they're 5 and one's about to be 3, because they're so young, I'd rather focus my attention on them, like, let them have their childhood, let them grow up a little bit before I have one, so that way I can keep my attention on them for right now. And maybe when I'm a little older, when they're a little older, then maybe I'll have children. But because we already have them, I only want like one of my own. After that, we're not having any more. What is my favorite memory? So my favorite memory is probably from 2019 when my fiance and I drove down to Tampa, Florida to see Slayer in concert. And in 2019, Slayer was retiring, like that was their last year performing, because they've been in like 83, I think is when they started, in the early 80s. I know that for a fact. I don't want to be a poser or anything, as a lot of people like to accuse women of in the metal community. I did not know about Slayer. I did not listen to them until I met my fiance. My fiance actually introduced me to like a ton of metal bands that I love now, that I listen to every day now. And again, don't want to sound fake, but yeah, he introduced me to a lot of them, and a lot of the bands that we saw I actually discovered through him. And the only one I knew like beforehand that day was Lamb of God. It was Slayer was the headliner, and then before them was like Cannibal Corpse, Amon Amarth, and Lamb of God. And all those bands I love now, I listen to them, and yeah, it was just a really great experience overall. It was like a 7-hour trip one way, so 14 hours overall of travel time, and we stayed in a little motel, and it was not super fancy, but it was cute, and it was fun, and we just had a really great time. What is my dream job? Honestly, this is like an answer that I don't even really know right now. Why would you include it in your video if you don't know, Sarah? I don't know. But I think short answer would probably be something like a child psychologist, or maybe even like a teacher or something, because I want to work with kids. What is my dream vacation? Dream vacation, I think that kind of depends. I would really like one day to go on like a sort of like a camping trip, or like glamping as they call it, because I want to go up to the mountains, maybe at a time where it's like snowy or something, and be in like a nice warm cabin where there's like a fireplace, and like, you know, you'll see like the pictures during the fall time on Facebook where they're like, it's like a nice warm looking cabin. It's like dark, or like not like pitch black, but like foggy outside because it's like rainy, and like there's the fireplace going, like just spending time like that, and then like going hiking, going in any nearby towns and exploring, just, you know, doing regular camping stuff, but in that way. What's a supernatural thing that I believe in? So I am really not necessarily big into ghosts, but I find it really interesting. I love reading like people's, like reading and hearing people's stories of like their personal experiences with ghosts and stuff like that. And I just find it really like interesting. And I don't have like any really big paranormal stories myself that I've personally experienced. Probably the closest thing, and it was like really small, was like I was laying in bed when I was like 14 or something, maybe 15. I was laying in bed trying to go to sleep at night, and everything was off except for like the fan. I'm sorry if you can hear this AC unit going. I forgot to turn that off before I started this video. And everything was off. TV, lights were off. The only thing I had going was like a little box fan in my room, so like nothing could have made what I heard, which was I'm laying there and I hear like in this ear, I hear someone go, "Sarah." Like they whisper, like a male like voice, a man's voice like whispered my name like kind of loud in my ear. And like no one in my room. I had my own room, TV off, lights off, and then I hear someone whisper my name. So it freaked me out a little bit, but I wasn't like scared by it. What is my ultimate comfort after a bad day? So if I've had like a bad day at work, or just a bad day in general, where I've had like bad experiences with people, I probably would come home. Preferably my fiance is there with me. He's not at work or like busy doing something else. I lay in bed, the room's cold because of like the AC, or like the room is cold because it's cold outside, and I'm laying in bed. I have like food, like it's either a snack at home or food that I've ordered like takeout from, and I'm just cuddled underneath like a warm blanket with my fiance, or I can be by myself, but I'd rather be with my fiance. And that would just like us snuggling, watching like a good TV show or movie or something. Just perfect. What is my next tattoo going to be? So I have, if you can see this, like on my leg, it is the purple cancer ribbon, which is for pancreatic cancer. And last year my father passed away from pancreatic cancer, so that was like my little tribute tattoo to him. And I think my next one would be like a tribute tattoo to my mom. And she's not passed away. She's not going to pass away anytime soon, hopefully. Her favorite animal is cats, so I wanted to get like a mommy cat and like a little like, you know, kid cat, like a kitten, a daughter kitten, and I want like her to write down on a piece of paper, "Love Mom," and I want to get like the tattoo artist to like get the two cats on there, and then like try to like transcribe her handwriting onto like next to the tattoo. So I think that's probably what my next tattoo is going to be. This is kind of a weird question. I don't really know why I chose this one in particular, but like I said, I don't want to just like sit here and tell you guys my favorite things, because that can get kind of boring. So I found this question which kind of shows a bit of personality, I think. And it's, if I were president, what would I change? And I think I would change the healthcare system, because I know a lot of people like close and dear to me who like cannot afford healthcare, or they can't get anywhere to get healthcare from. So I think free healthcare should just be like a human right. Is my life going the way that I pictured it? No. No, not at all. If you ask like 17-year-old about to graduate high school Sarah, how would my life be going? It would not be working at a retail store, like, you know, like I'm happy, like I'm content with my life because I have like my fiance and his kids who make me super happy. I have, you know, my best friend Rainier, and he makes me happy, and like I have a job which I don't get a lot of money at, but you know, it gets me where I need to be. And so I would say I'm content with it, but it's definitely not how I pictured it. Like if you ask 17-year-old Sarah, she would say that, you know, I'm going to be a nurse. I'm going to be like a pediatric nurse, and I'm going to live in a big house and have like a rich husband and like just this beautiful big life or something. Okay, and the last question is, who can I talk to about anything? And there's actually two people, and that would probably be like my fiance and Rainier. My fiance, he's super duper amazing. He has been with me through like every single bad thing that's happened to me since we got together. Like there's not been a single thing that he hasn't supported me through or like judged me for. Like I can do anything in front of him, I can say anything in front of him, and like it's just okay, cool. And then Rainier, like you guys know, we've been best friends for like 10 or 11 years now, and he knows like every single secret. He knows every single thing that I have done since we've been friends. Like we tell each other every single thing. Like from the second I wake up to the second I go to bed, it's like, I just had a bowl of cereal. Okay, cool. I just ate lunch. Like we tell each other every little thing. And like if something happens to us that's like big, we're like on the phone like, oh my god, like this just happened. So like my fiance Rainier, like just everything's covered there. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed my second solo video, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell so that you get notifications on when we upload next. We will be uploading next week with a duo video. I believe we're going to be cooking dinner together. So, yeah. Make sure you guys also follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Sarah and Rainier, and we will see you guys next time. Bye, girls. Bye, girls.
Bye, girls.
Okay, he said it. Awesome.